Now then, I've got this lump of oak. It's quite nice, isn't it? Very nice. I've sanded it, I've turned it to make a reasonable blank. This has been outside, inside. I wanted it to crack as much as possible, so I've dried it out super fast. I've also got some walnut, Brazilian tulip, more, and some 7,000-year-old bog oak. And what we're going to do, I've got a new mould, is we're going to put this in here. Then I've got some yew shavings, nicely dry, and I've got some bandsaw sawdust. There's all sorts in there, again nicely dry. And we're going to set up for a decent size pedestal, plattery, cake standy, whatever it is. That's what we're going to do, folks. So let's do that then. Just want to cram that down in there. Right, this bowl is for Mr. Phil, my generous benefactor who keeps buying my things. I think his friends are want one. So this might not be what he wants, so I will let you know in a future video if this is going to him or whether it will be for sale. Anything I do sell on the internet to you people is going to charity. So that's nice. Right, there's some stuff. Let's put some more wood in here. Right, I've got a few cubes of bog oak, whatever, random shapes. I'm just gonna chuck them in. Doot. There you go. That looks nice, doesn't it? Yes, it does. So now we're gonna push them down a little bit into the yew shavings. And now we're going to move on to some walnut. Right, Brazilian tulip time. Almost there, folks. Smoke bush. Alright, here's the smoke bush. Still with the bark on. I'm gonna go. Now that's done, I want to cut a piece of plywood to go here, and then it's time for epoxy. And boop, that goes very nicely on there. Good, so all we've got to do is fill that with epoxy, chuck it in the pot for a few days, and make it into something spectacular. I like it. Right, it's time to make some epoxy. I'm not messing about today, I'm just going to crack on. I think we need about 1.8 litres. Right, you might notice that my resin has gone cloudy. The reason for that is it got very cold in the winter time and it solidified. Just the part A, it crystallised I should say, not solidified. So if you want a tip, if your resin's gone cloudy, you get some boiling water and you sit your pots or pot in the boiling water, and as it heats up it will clear up. The more water the better. I don't know, it might take 10-15 minutes I suppose. Plenty of water. The more water you have, the longer it will stay hot too. Right, I'm just going to leave that there for, I don't know, 10 or 20 minutes. Can you even see that? Me chatting absolute rubbish over here and you can't even see it. There it is, look. Ta-da. Right, see you in 20 minutes. Well, there you go, look. I just took the kettle back down the house, and by the time I got back, the resin has completely cleared up and is ready to use. We've got a gold one, we've got a slightly reddy one, and then we've got this other coloured one that's just got some blue flip in it. And we're just going to see what happens when I do this. Now we've got to play a little bit of a waiting game. Yeah. Right. Oh yeah. It's gold and stuff. There's some gold, look. So, I don't know quite what that's going to look like when I start turning through it, but it's only one way to find out, Folkley Docals. What do you think? Shall I leave the sterling board on the piece or not? Everyone loves a bit of sterling board. But that looks great. That oak looks fantastic, doesn't it? It does, it looks good. Yeah. I think it's filled up all the cracks, well I know it has. 85 PSI this was at, folks. Don't even try that at home, because you'll have an explosion. Unless you've got what I've got. And you haven't. So don't. Simple. Right, I'm going to leave this out for a day or so, just to complete the curing process, and then we're going to put it back in the lathe. Right, full disclosure, it's been about 6 or maybe 8 weeks since the blank we're working on went in the pressure pot. Here's where I'm at with it. The workshop's a mess, everything's a mess. But the blank is on the lathe. There it is. Doesn't look like much right now, does it? But we can fix that. I think it's going to look really special. It turned out really well. It's super solid, and I can pretty much guarantee after 6 weeks we're not going to find any soft spots in the resin. It's always a bonus. I'm a little concerned that the only thing holding this together is this slightly dubious join between this bit of sterling board and everything else. It's sort of glued on. I'm hoping that that remains the case all the way to the middle, because I'm going to be turning it away around, yeah. So yeah, I'm getting this done tonight. It's happening. Right. Update. I'm looking at it and I'm going, I like it. Yeah, alright, the shape's a bit rough around the edges. Everything's where it needs to be though. And see what comes of it. I'm going to sand it, see what comes of it, and then if I like it, we're going to turn it around and attempt to hollow it out. All these little voids to fill. Right, I'm going to have a break for the night, but before I do, I'm just going to put a little bit of Howard on that so you can see. Right, it's the next day, folks. I did carry on a little bit last night. Might be able to see. And I'm pretty happy with where the finish is on that. Tongue waxed up. Pretty funky. So next job, we're going to carry straight on, flip it round, take this sterling board off, take it down to about there, and then hollow it out, see what we end up with. Pop a little bit of tongue wax on that, and I'm going to call it done.